The Purge. The Purge is a very interesting film series, isn't it? It's a very interesting film series that just today it was announced that the final movie, the fifth Purge film, is going to be dropping in 2020, and it in fact has a release date. Now, we did hear that this was going to be the final movie a long time ago, but we now have a confirmation of when the fifth and final Purge movie is going to be hitting theaters. So it says here, Universal isn't done with the Purge franchises yet. The studio announced that they will be developing a fifth film in the franchise, and it will be its last. The untitled movie will center around America's annual 12-hour lawless rampage and will hit theaters on July 10th, 2020, which I believe is up against Ghostbusters 2020. I believe it's up against Ghostbusters 2020. But The Purge has been around since 2013, has a pretty dedicated fan base. They did that limited event series last year on USA, The Purge on TV for some reason, and apparently did pretty well. I haven't seen it yet. Blumhouse Productions and Platinum Dunes are once again producing the film with creator James DeMonaco, who is talking about bringing it into the franchise, saying, I have it in my head. I think I'm going to write it. I think it's a great way to end it all. We want to end it all, I think, in this one, and I'm very excited. When I came up with the idea and pitched it to everybody, they seemed psyched. And I think it'd be a really cool ending how we take this one home. And the thing is, I mean, the concept of the Purge, like, is pretty cool. 12 hours, anything goes, right? And then the first movie clearly being like a home invasion film, and then the second movie taking it to the streets, and Frank Grillo doing a great job in that role, giving us more lore. And that's kind of what Blumhouse has done, by the way, right? Blumhouse is really, really, really good at establishing the lore in these particular films. They did it with Paranormal Activity, where in each of the movies you got just a little bit more of the lore, just a wee bit more of the lore, to keep you interested, keep you engaged, and coming back for more. And The Purge has done really good at just kind of teasing out tidbits of you get a bit more than you get Paranormal Activity, but still they've been teasing the tidbits, and I think that they're going to take it out probably on a pretty good high note. And I'm hoping that they just really rock it, they knock it out of the park, and they walk home with a lot of money, because these kind of films have made Jason Blum a lot of money. But any good franchise ultimately has to come to an end. And these ones, for the budget that they were made for, it's up there with one of the high, I believe it's up there with a relatively higher grossing franchise, right? Let me take a quick look here at the Box Office Mojo. I just want to take a quick look at the Box Office Mojo. Okay. So The Purge showing us here. So election year, which had the highest gross, or we can look see for the total amount, has done really well. $83 million domestic. The Purge Anarchy, which was the second one, 80 million. The first Purge, 70 million, and the first original Purge, 69 million. So you can see that these movies have a clear, dedicated like fan base that watches them, and they've done pretty well. I mean, even worldwide, we can see here that they took in not a lot more, but definitely enough to warrant, the limited budgets that these movies actually have. So for me, when I look at a franchise like The Purge here, and you see what it's done, what it's become, and kind of how it's really changed up horror in some aspects, it's sad to see it go, but it should go out in a way that's probably going to ultimately kick a fair amount of ass. And I wish it all the best. And of course, I'll be seeing it next July after I see Ghostbusters, because that has the priority. I'm sorry, it truly, truly does.